What's going on? It's your big bro Trend. You tuned in again to another exclusive video. I just been on a roll lately making these videos, man, because I just been getting hella downloads, especially since I'm out here in Thailand. You know, I got more peace out here. I'm getting more enlightenment out here. I'm getting more awareness. I just got like overall more clarity ever since I left the States and came out here to Thailand. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who've been following me, y'all know my journey. Y'all know how much of a struggle it was for me to even get out here to Thailand. You know what I'm saying? So I thank y'all for still sticking out with me. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a process getting out here, but I really appreciate y'all for still, you know what I mean, being subscribed and sticking with me through the thick and through the thin and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk about this, man. I want to talk about this. And like I said, I don't want to come at y'all with no doom and gloom, and I don't want to make y'all feel bad or nothing like that. But one of the reasons why I came out here to Thailand was to come outside of the country to see how it was outside looking in, so I can report to y'all how I see it from a bird's eye point of view. Okay. So I'm not 100% right in my accusations. You know, this is just my opinion. I'm just speaking on what I think is happening. And if you trust me, then you trust me. If you don't trust me, hey, to each his own, okay? All I'm saying is this is not 100% truth, all right? This is just my speculation of the situation that's going on back in my country, all right? And by the way, America's still a great place to stay. You know, I got family out there, and, you know, from time to time I will go and visit and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm just avoiding the States nowadays, but no, I'm just talking about it from the outside looking in, folks. To give y'all a good understanding of what I see out here, being in a totally different country, on a totally different other side of the world. When I look back at y'all, this is what I'm seeing, y'all. If you didn't watch my last video that I just uploaded, make sure you when you get to the end of this video, click that last video that I uploaded before this video and then watch that. And then if you want to come back and watch this, it'll be great. But if you're just not watching this video, right on time, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you agree with anything I'm saying. And leave a comment below, man. We love to read comments. I love to read comments and see what y'all thinking. Everybody likes comments. People don't even like the content. They like comments. Okay. So leave a comment and let people know what you think about what's going on in the country. All right. But anyway, folks, so it just came to my attention, I believe this morning. All right. Well, it's a new day out here in Thailand. We're a day ahead of y'all. So we living in the future. It's Monday out there, but it's Tuesday out here. Okay. So I done damn time travel, basically. And it came to my awareness this morning that in the States, y'all had a no kings protest. I don't know what the hell this is. I'm not even there no more, so I don't really even know what the hell it's about. So I had to watch some of my favorite content creators and hear their opinion on it and what it was about. So you got people out there marching because supposedly they have the impression that the president is a king, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, politic people. Please correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Because I don't want to be wrong, right? But you got people coming together in cities because they feel like the president is literally a king. And so they gave the name of the whole protest movement, No Kings. I'm going to tell y'all what I think, okay? I just want to let that marinate on y'all mind real quick about what is really going on. If you understand what's going on like I do, you'll get the big picture, okay? Because being outside of America, looking inside the bubble, I get the big picture. But I'm going to let you figure it out. But anyway, man, it's not looking too nice. It's not looking too bright for y'all. I'm telling you. It's not looking too bright for me. Because like I said, I got family back in the States and stuff like that. And I care for them just as much as I care for my own well-being, being out here away from all the chaos back that I was going through back at home. You know, and I left the States, man, because mental health, man. I noticed my mental health was declining. I noticed my emotions was out of control. I noticed I had become more pessimistic, and I had a lot of, I was thinking maliciously, you know what I'm saying? And I was thinking more negative. I had became like a negative person when I'm really a positive person. And some of y'all that's been following me, y'all notice my decline. When I used to talk about law of attraction, I used to talk about manifestation, I used to talk about all this stuff, right? And then I started gradually talking about like negative stuff, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, for me, it was because of it was because of the decline of the country. That's because I was always by myself, bro. You know what I mean? I was always by myself, and I was always doing my own thing, and I just couldn't even understand why I began to be so angry with my situation. You know what I'm saying? And I know why now. It's because I was there. I didn't belong there. Folks, that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Sometimes just because you are where you are at the moment don't mean that that's where you need to be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's like, fellas, if you go to a particular barbershop to get your hair cut and they don't cut it right, that don't mean you have to keep going back and trying new barbers in that same barbershop to see if they cut better than the last barber, because it will make the last barber that cut your hair feel bad. Go to a new barbershop. You feel me? Go to a new nail salon. Ladies, tell them. If somebody mess up your cuticle, right? If a girl cut your cuticle that was doing your nails, is you going to continue to go back to the same salon even though that one girl ain't going to do your nails if you go back to that salon? I know a woman ain't even going to go back to that salon at all, period. It's the same thing with countries, man. You know what I mean? You got to start looking at these countries like products. Some products are for you. Some products ain't for you. Some products can be good for you for a time period. Like shampoo. Okay, as a kid, we was using Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo for our hair, right? Why? Because it was friendly to our hair strands. You know what I'm saying? It was sensitive. You know what I mean? But when we grew up and we started getting more dandruff and our hair wasn't so sensitive, it became nappy. Damn it, we had to upgrade to some damn Head and Shoulders. But it's still shampoo. You feel me? So it's the same thing with countries, man. Once you elevate in your consciousness and you elevate in your perception of your journey and stuff, you start to see that God don't just want you here, bro. He might want you here. He might have you do work out here. He might want you to go to Africa. He might want you to go to India. He might want you to go to Thailand. He might want you to go to another country. And see, that's the problem I think a lot of people are having right now as America begins to go through its descent of detoxification. Because I don't think America is really falling, or I don't want to think that. I don't want to think that America's crashing. I don't want to think that it's falling. Because like I said, I got loved ones there. And I don't want to wish that upon my people. You know what I mean? But I would definitely say it's in a descent to become something different than what we've known it to be before. And I really think that it's necessary. I think a cleanse is necessary. You feel me? I mean, it's like the same thing I went through when I came out here to Thailand, right? Like, I prepared as best as I can. I ate probiotics, prebiotics. I was in the gym. I was jogging. I was in the sauna, steam room, all kind of shit before I came out here to Thailand, because I already knew what to expect. You know what I mean? When I got out here. But it didn't make no damn difference, because when I got out here, my body still fucking rejected the food. And I would say rejected if I was looking at it negatively. But the truth of the matter is, my body was detoxifying from the food that I was eating in America. And I had come over here to Thailand and I was eating real meat for the first time in my life. I don't even know what a real meat is in America. Or I was eating real vegetables that was just plucked out of the garden and then sent to the street market out here with no pesticides sprayed on them. You know what I mean? And my body was, like I told y'all in my video, if you subscribe to me, make sure you subscribe to my channel, man. Don't forget to subscribe. But like, if you subscribe to me, you know that I went through this like super bad stomach ache last week for like 4 days, bro. Me and my brother. And we both healthy. We don't have nothing. We both healthy individuals, right? And like I said, I think it's the same thing going on with the states. I just feel like the states, America has become so toxic, so negative, that it's at a point to where the body has to detoxify itself. What does that mean? That means it gotta shit some stuff out and get rid of some stuff. So that means people have to leave, and maybe hopefully new people can come in or something. You know what I mean? It need to be changed, period. And I think we experiencing that right now, you know, as we see these protests going on. Like I said, bro, I'm sitting over here. I didn't know nothing about it until I'm watching some of my favorite content creators. They're talking about some damn Kings protests and shit like that going on because it's... Man, I'm gonna tell y'all, bro. From outside looking in, it looks so childish and so ignorant and so immature. Like, you got people out there marching with a sign like it's effective. And we all know ain't nothing effective but real action, bro. Marching around with no sign don't make nothing shake. It don't make nothing shake. You just getting a dopamine rush by going out there chanting and talking and yelling and screaming and marching. And no offense to the people that was out there doing it or whatever, but I'm just saying, what did that help? You still got the same president that's the president. He gonna be the next president for the next 3 damn years. He ain't even made it through the first year yet. It's just October? He ain't even finished the first year yet. He just got in office at the beginning of the year, and y'all already out there trying to chant and march in expectation or tireless efforts that somehow he's gonna just leave. Man, y'all better put on y'all boots because he's gonna be there for the next 3 years. But what does this mean, Trent? What are you getting at? It's a little bit more deeper than what y'all probably think from what I think. I think it's a setup. I think it's all predetermined, predestined. I think it's all pre-planned. Like, you know, it's kind of like how you order a package off Amazon and you order something off Amazon, right? And you wonder, how can Amazon deliver something that you ordered today? They delivered the same day at like 5 p.m. You be like, how the hell they get that product that quick? Because it was already predetermined that you will order this shit. And they already just so happen to have multiple quantities of them because they knew somebody like you was going to click and order it. And so they already had it wrapped up, bundled up, ready to be shipped out to you. Because it was all predetermined. It was all predestined. It's the same way I think going on with these protests and stuff. You don't think that they don't... Man, listen, if the news tell you what the hell the forecast going to be for the weather for the next 2 weeks, you don't think they can tell you when the protest is going to come up and shit in the next 2 weeks? They do it all the time. As a matter of fact, for these protests that y'all seeing out there, I could have swore I heard it when I was back in America that they're going to be doing some kind of protest like these. And damn it, it manifested. Hundreds and thousands of people in every city went out to protest for this No Kings rally. Now, mind y'all, I don't really know what it's about, but I'm just seeing the whole spectrum of like what's going on out there, which, like I say, to me is very silly. It's silly. And it does nothing to the elite. It does nothing to them. This shit don't do nothing. Marching in the streets don't do nothing to who running the show, bro. As a matter of fact, it's a spectacle. It's like they laughing at y'all because they like, we did it. We made y'all do that. I think they told people to do that. And they went out and did it and thinking that they was gonna change or shift some type of plan that's already happening. And if you ask me, bro, think about this. If they already shipping military personnel to city to city to city to city, it's probably military personnel, right? Government people that are already in place in certain cities like Washington, D.C. We know that for a fact. Chicago, we heard about that. But it's more cities. Probably all the cities in the country probably have soldiers or, the Marines or the special forces or whoever you want to call it. They probably already there low key, waiting for the initiative to stand your guard, stand ground, set up shop, get everything back in order. Because they already know what's about to happen, dog. Think about what I'm about to say right now. The government already shut down, y'all. I told y'all that, I told y'all it was going to be another shutdown like 2 months ago. I just didn't say it was going to be that kind of shutdown. But listen what I'm saying. They shut that down. They shut this down. They shut the government down, right? Let me ask you a question. Because my homeboy called me on the phone and he was like, man, Trent, this always happen. Not like this, bro. Not at these times when it's already bad. When we already in a depression. But they just not telling you in America there's a depression going on because they don't want you to get scared. They don't want nobody to panic and go to the grocery store and start buying up all the products. See, they got enough products in the store at the same capacity that they keeping y'all uninformed on what's really going on behind the scenes, if you understand what I mean. Okay? This is all pre-planned, bro, if you ask me. And again, this is just my opinion. I might be wrong, and I think I am wrong. But I'm still going to speak what I think I might be right about. But they got all the military personnel in every city. They already created a rally that they can create at any time because people is just robots and NPCs. The government shut down. Government aid is practically cut off for the most part. Right? Now they're about to cut off EBT, food stamps. So that means that if the government stays shut down, which I'm assuming it will not open back up because that's the plan. It's not going to open back up this time, fellas, ladies. It's not going to open back up this time. Shit is for real right now. All them government shutdown we done had in the past, that was all practice. All that shit was practice. The first shutdown we went to, all that shit was practice. This gonna be the real deal. Holyfield right here. It ain't never gonna shut back up. Turn back on. This is what they've been waiting on. And you know what they did? They did the number one thing that mean the most to a lot of us human beings, which is right. Food, bro. Food, bro. They attack the food, bro. The food chain. Okay? If people don't got no food, they can't eat. They can't survive, right? Duh. That would be the first thing that you go to. It's either going to be the lights or the food or the water if you're going to try to attack something. I ain't trying to say nobody trying to attack nothing. I'm just saying, if I was to try to do something to my enemy, if I was smart, I would go to their lights, their power supply, or I would go to their food, or, you know what I'm saying, I would go to, what was the other thing I said? Anyway, y'all get the point. I'm thinking too much thoughts at one time. Folks, they about to cut off EBT, food stamps. So it's the end of the month already. Okay? It's the 20th, 21st, wherever you at in the country, in the world. Next month, it won't, if it don't be no food stamps coming, if the government don't open back up in the next couple weeks and them food stamps don't go out next month, bro, all hell gonna break loose. That's all I'm saying. You know why? Because people ain't gonna have nothing to eat, bro. And it ain't like they can go in the store and go buy that high price ass food that's in the store because of inflation. So what is people gonna be doing? They're gonna be taking. And if they listen, before they take, it's gonna be more protests, just like the ones that was before, the No Kings protests, right? You're going to see looting. You're going to see robbing. Crime is going to increase. All right? I'm telling you, man, you ever been without no food, bro? You ever feel angry when you ain't got no food in your belly, bro? I do. You get mad as hell, bro. You get intolerant of everybody and everything. Bro, if they don't get them food stamps, if they don't get this government open back up, them food stamps don't get running. And y'all already know who got most of the food stamps and shit and stuff like that. Keep it real, you know, people in low substandard conditions and people that don't really, don't really got it made like that. And that's where the most crime and stuff is at. Let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real. I came from those places. I used to eat on food stamps too. I still would to this day if somebody sold me some. I'm just saying, if this happens, and Lord forbid that this happens, if this happens, y'all know what's going to be next, right? Think about what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If all these special personnel forces, military people are already deployed into every city, right? Right? Because they're supposed to be deployed there for the crime that was going on that's uncontrollable, right? Like Chicago and stuff like that. If they already there on standby and what's about to happen doesn't actually change and people start going crazy, what do you think the next thing is going to be in the country? You ain't got to be a genius. You ain't got to be a rocket scientist. You don't got to be Albert Einstein to figure this out, folks. Martial law. They're going to do martial law. They're going to do martial law because people are going to go crazy because they're going to be hungry. It's already a depression, recession. All right. Okay. People are already getting laid off from their jobs. Okay. I don't need to tell you that. All right. People are already barely getting by. Okay. Martial law. And this is when not just the government shut down, the major shutdown, just like the one we had the first time, but it's just going to be a different one. And they're not going to make you take no or nothing like that. They're going to say, if you want this food, because we shut it off for you to get the food. Y'all went crazy. If you want to buy, sell, or trade, then you have to get this. And just like the United Kingdom introduced it to their people, that's going to be the new thing that's going to be introduced. Just my prediction, folks. Take it how you want it. It's your big bro trend, man. I might be wrong. I'm usually wrong most of the time, but I just wanted to give my advice on what I think about what's going on from the outside looking in the States. Again, man, at the end of the day, man, God is on the throne. Put your trust in God, man. Have faith in Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? And put all your trust in him. That's what I do. Okay. But I don't know what's going to happen. That's just my philosophy. That's just my take on it. Somebody told me to make a video about this. That's what I'm doing. So, hey, I'm just saying, y'all about to do something, man. Y'all about to prepare, move off grid, stock up. If you got family members around, y'all about to squash the beef. Y'all about to y'all about to link up, bro. Blood is thicker than water. Okay? You better do something. Okay? Get a flight, book a flight, come out here with big bro. Something. All I'm saying is now is not the time to be sitting around just thinking that, everything is all merry and diddly and die and stuff like that. It was Diddy at one point, but look at the dealer. Everything was Gucci, but it turned out that it wasn't real Gucci, man. So I'm going to leave that like this, and I'm going to let y'all marinate on it, man. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you rocked out with this channel and this vibe. Sorry about the gloom and doom. I'm just aware, just thinking thoughts and stuff like that. If you want to book a session with me, click the link below, man. Y'all know how to book the session with me. All my sessions is affordable. If you want $100 on Chime, you know how to download the app. Download Chime right now. You get $100, man. Get you a nice steak baked potato tonight. Other than that, man, I'm gonna let y'all sleep on that. It's your big bro Trend, man. Make sure y'all get into your thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.